Beer's going to taste good tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon.
Hello everybody and welcome into the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships. It is the fifth and final game we are covering here on Court A, and it's going to be to see who punches the final ticket into that gold medal game. BC just put a bit of a thumping on Alberta. They punched their ticket to the gold medal game, so winner gets BC in the gold, loser gets Alberta in the bronze. Quebec and New Brunswick and PEI battle it out. I'm Lee McDealing with Universa Media as we're covering all the action. This should be a very exciting game. New Brunswick PEI, the old combination duo. 3-0 in round robin play. They picked up a win over Alberta to start off the tournament, and they had victories over Saskatchewan and their East Coast rivals in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. So PEI is 3-0, Quebec 2-1. Quebec lost their opening, or won their first game, but lost their second bout against BC by 7 points. That was an exciting game, and they had another exciting game against Manitoba. So Quebec knows what it's like to play in tough situations, so they'll try to continue that over into this game and try to bring it to the home kid favorites. And New Brunswick, PEI, there's Austin McClellan, one of the star players in this tournament. He's one of the reasons why PEI went undefeated. He'll chip it to Brandon Gillis, who can't get it out. And there's, I call him Speedy Gonzalez, calling alone. He's got all kinds of speed and aggressiveness. Very talented player, lots of talent going head-to-head. That's Gabriel Giguère, one of the many Giguères on the Quebec roster. There's Lionel Tamuki. He makes nice plays for the team. Nice balance with the speed and stamina of Jacob Lalonde. As just as I say that, Lalonde with a nice feed to Tamuki, and he's not able to find the answer. But Brandon Gillis of the Brunswick PEI is trying to have the answer. Here's Austin McClellan. McClellan very methodical in his play. He finds Alders in the paint, and Logan Alders is able to get PEI on the board. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our first score of the game. Owen Alders, he got fouled on the way. I didn't see that, and he'll get the and one to go, and he'll go to the line and try to extend this lead. That's Kevin Giguère, you see, with the ball, one of the four Giguères on the team, and he has a nice little finish, and just like that, we're knotted up 90 seconds into this thing. Alders on his way down, he's fighting with Lionel Tamuki. Alders tries to leave it for McClellan. That's going to go off McClellan. Alone's pleading his innocence on that, as he wants the ball and to get set up here. Here's Tamuki now. He'll try to scoop that up and get his team going. He sends up for Lalonde. Lalonde's going to opt for the shot. shot, and it just trickles its way out. Here's Gillis. Gillis is going to go for a big, long shot. Can it find Logan Alders? It does. Alders with space, but Tamuki fights him off and keeps him out. Alders still with it. He feeds Austin McClellan. McClellan has that swat away by Lone, but he's able to regain control again, and they're going to lose possession. Here comes Lalone, all kinds of speed, all kinds of time, and he finishes it. No issues there. There's McClellan battling for position. He runs into Kevin Jaguar and runs in Rentard, the number 8 on Quebec. That is Colin Lalone. Quebec setting up. There's Gabriel Jaguar. He's going to launch that on net. That's not going to drop as Logan Alders picks up the rebound, and he's headed out of the way for New Brunswick PEI. Logan Alders definitely one of the strong players. He runs into Tamuki. He'll chip it up for Gillis. Gillis will have a shot. He has time. He lines it up, and he can't get it to fall. So he'll get fouled up there. There you see is Ben Robinson heading back to the defensive zone. He's one of the younger players on this roster, 2007. I was looking at the sheets, and I said this to my production partner that we get a couple of young birthdays here. If you look at Mara Duncan, number 5, she's just on the sidelines there for Quebec PEI. So pink shoes, number 5, Mara Duncan. She's born in 2011, so she is 11 years old playing in this tournament. If my sheet is correct, she's 11 years old playing in this tournament with men who are in their early 20s. So I'm very impressive that she's here, probably just filling in case an injury or two happens. So if she sees some court time, we'll be pressed to keep an eye on her. But Gabriel Jaguar feeds Colin Lalone as Quebec looks to get a little more momentum here. He drives now, Lalone puts it up, and Lalone finishes it off as Quebec goes up 6-2. Austin McClellan and Logan Alders, a dynamic duo who seem to find each other all day long yesterday and today, so look out for them as Alders leaves it back for McClellan. McClellan, he's going to opt for the shot, and it's going to just kiss the rim and stay out. There's Tamuki with it now for Quebec. He's going to toss it up for Lalone. Here's Lalone. Lalone deking, trying to find his way to the rim, but he'll get tagged up, and he won't get the and one, but he'll get 2 attempts at a free throw to make up those 2 shots he wasn't able to put away. So Quebec with the early momentum as we are almost halfway through the opening quarter. Quebec leads 6-2. We're going to get a couple swaps here as Grondin and Jaguar make their way off, and Verreau and Tristan Lessard make their way onto the court for the semifinals game. And nice shot for Lalone to make the first one, and with 5:51 left, Lalone puts his team up 7-2, looking to make it 8, and he'll only get the 1 of the 2 free throws. Gillis tries to give to McClellan. It's tipped off, but McClellan's still able to get a grasp on it. He has a nice feed for Logan Alders as he stopped up. Here's Logan Alders. Fighting from Tamuki, feeds it to Gillis. Gillis to McClellan. McClellan with speed and time. He gets up at the rim, but he'll get tagged up, and he'll get his chance at the line with 2 free throw shots. I'm sure both these teams will be looking forward to that, wanting to play in that 11 a.m. championship game that'll take place tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Atlantic time. It'll be the winner of this game and British Columbia. But just before that, at 9 a.m. will be the bronze medal game, and that'll be between Alberta and the loser of this game. The consolation side will be taking place over on the court you see to your right-hand side, and Lone makes a nice finish there. So the consolation will be who finishes 5th through 8th. Austin McClellan glides in for New Brunswick and PEI. He's one of the very talented players in this tournament. He'll put it up, and he won't get it to go. But there's Brandon Gillis fighting with Malone, trying to beat the shot clock. McClellan gets it off, but it won't go as he had to get it up in a jiff. And Kevin Jaguar with a nice dish for Malone. Malone using that speed to his advantage, and he makes no mistake. So we're going to get a timeout and a little stoppage in play and a bit of a breather and a shot of water. So both these teams can stay hydrated. Both played games earlier today. Quebec won their game against Manitoba. That was a real back and forth game, but Quebec was losing for, I'm going to say, the first 2 quarters and a bit, but towards the end they were kind of chasing 5 or 6 points that they couldn't seem to grasp, and they found in the third quarter, took the lead, and sent Manitoba to the consolation side of things, and Quebec's here today. So Quebec's had 2 very close games. Like I was saying earlier, they know what it takes to win in those pressure-packed moments. So keep an eye on Quebec as New Brunswick PEI still looking for the answer against a hot Quebec team as they trail 11-3 with just over halfway through the first quarter. McClellan's going to try to get a spark going for his team, but there's Jacob Vrosch. He'll feed it to Colin Lalone. And Lalone's on the prowl. Here he comes. Got an open shot. He gets taken away by McClellan, but he finds Verreau, and Verreau's unable to put it away. McClellan with a nice hook pass to Alders. Alders to Gillis. Gillis to Alders. Alders looking for an option, looking for something he likes. He finds McClellan on the far side. McClellan looking for something. He's going to opt for the shot as the shot clock was taken down. And it's not going to go, but Kevin Jaguar picks up the rebound. And here comes Quebec. Jaguar back for Lalone. Lalone with a bit of a bobbler, and it's not able to go. Nice pass for Gillis from McClellan. McClellan, he's got time and space, and he gets it to drop, and now it's a 6-point game with 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Here's Verreau. Verreau dekes around McClellan. Here comes Verreau. Verreau chips it to Lalone. In the paint, Lalone doesn't get the foul, and he doesn't get the shot as he has many white jerseys waving in front of him. He's not able to get it to go. Lalone to McClellan. Here comes McClellan. Turning, looking for a little bit of help. Maskell locks up on defense for him, and he needs a little more help than that. He's going to opt for the shot, and he gets it to go. This is getting close, ladies and gentlemen, 11-4. Haven't had too many close games in this tournament, minus Manitoba and Quebec and BC. Quebec was part of both those tight games like I just mentioned moments ago, so Quebec looking to be a part of a third. I'm sure they don't want to be. They can win this 100-0 if they wanted to, but that's not how it goes. It works, this competitiveness. And Kevin Jagera is going to sub out, and Alex Bouger is going to sub in. Tamuki's going to toss this in and going to feed it to Jacob Colin Lalone. Lalone's going to put that on net, and that trickles its way out. Gillis looking for an exit strategy. Tries to find McClellan, and it's going to go out of bounds. Lalone's not going to opt for the out of bounds. He's going to take that himself and let his teammates set up. He glides into the paint. He gets taken down. He'll get one free throw for that as he was clipped on his way in. 2 minutes, 3 seconds still to go in the first quarter. Austin McClellan, star for PEI, and taking the free throw now. Jacob Lalone, the star for Quebec, and he'll miss the first shot. Looks like he will get a second shot. Try to extend this 11-3 lead that Quebec has built for themselves, and he will make this a 5-point game. 12-7 for Quebec. New Brunswick PEI circling. Chips it up for McClellan. McClellan's got a nice angle, and ooh, he just can't get it to go. There's Lionel Tamuki. Tamuki, very talented player for Quebec. He'll try to go to Verreau. Verreau's, she's got a nice chance, and she gets it to fall as Quebec pads her lead just a little bit more. Knocks down everything that the Brunswick and PEI built, as now they're back down to 7-point deficit. Alders leaves it for McClellan. McClellan tries to find a lane, and he's blocked by Lalone, and that's swatted away, but McClellan will, and company will get another chance to produce some offense. McClellan looking to set up. He doesn't have much time on the shot clock. Time is not on his side. He's able to find Maskell in the paint, but Maskell can't get it up. But I believe Maskell was fouled there, so Wyatt Maskell will get an opportunity at the line to try to cut this lead down as much as they can with only 1:13 left in the first quarter. Gets the first one to go. He'll try again. Ooh, Maskell probably wanted that one to fall to minimize the damage here, but here comes Quebec and J.C. Chiguer. Jean-Charles Chiguer. He gets tied up with Odie Bear, but he finds his way through, and he finds his way to the basket, and Quebec doubles up. New Brunswick PEI. Here comes New Brunswick. Logan Alders looking for his buddy, Austin McClellan, but he gets tied up between Bouger and Tamuki, but with two of them tied up, the lane opened up for Alders, and he found it. He puts 2 points on the board. J.C. Charles. Chiguer chips it to Tamuki. Tamuki with a nice pass to Bouger. Bouger with lots of space. Can he get it up and down? And he does. As the clock takes down, 22 seconds ago, down to 17 now. Here's Logan Alders trying to get control of this game. Play gets whistled down offside, and it's going to be a Quebec, pardon me, a New Brunswick PEI ball with 8.7 seconds left to go. That's how much time Alders has, and McClellan has to set a quick little play up here to something positive to bring into the second quarter. He's going to try to do it, but time will expire, and we'll head to the second quarter with the Quebec lead, 18-10. And we'll take a short break at the Canadian Wheelchair Junior Basketball Championships. And we'll get the second quarter underway here for the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships at beautiful Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, home of the UPEI Panthers here at the UPEI campus. Speaking of PEI, New Brunswick and PEI, after a 3-0 round robin, not looking to lose their first game now. Is nice shot there by Brandon Gillis. If you win this game, you guarantee yourself a medal, because you will play in the gold medal game, and the loser of the gold medal game gets silver. So all you got to do is get there, and you guarantee yourselves a medal. But I think if you're in that gold medal game, a silver medal will be something you'll look back on and be happy, but in the moment, you know gold was right there and you'll want it. As JC Giguère just misses a nice attempt there, but Alders will lob that down and it'll hit the rear end of Audibert. McNellan up for Gillis. Shot clock running out on Gillis. Gillis with a nice pass to Alders. Alders has to shoot and can muster up enough power to get that to the rim. Here goes JC Giguère. Giguère leaves it for Tamuki. Tamuki with a nice shot, and that's not going to go. But McLeod will pick up the rebound. He'll head the other way for New Brunswick PEI. McLeod very fluid in his movements as they try to keep this as close as they can and not let the lead slip away. Oh, nice move by McLellan. He's trying to find an opening with the shot clock is ticking. Alder's going to scoop it up. He's going to have to pass or shoot. He gets McClellan in the paint. Can McClellan get it off before the buzzer? And he does. Oh. What a nice play by New Brunswick PEI as they just get that off. I thought time wouldn't be on the side. McClellan Alders had his back turned to the net. With about 4 seconds left to go, he was able to get to McClellan, and McClellan was able to find in the basket. That as they only trail by 4 points, as we're going to get a couple subs in here. Looks like a couple Giguères tagging in. Lalone, Verreau, Alex Bouget coming in for Team Quebec. So I think Alders and McClellan are going to see lots of time on the court as they're putting their best and toughest players on, but That's going to get whistled down, and I think a little bit of frustration on the face of Austin McClellan. But he'll get a chance at a couple free throws there, but you want to get the and one and have some guaranteed points. So, and he makes the first one. A little bit of a fist pump there, as that's a huge, huge point, and even bigger if he can make the second one, because that means they're a drive away from knotting this thing up, and he's going to make it, and I think we have a game, ladies and gentlemen, 18-16. New Brunswick PEI has made this a very interesting game. Still lots of basketball to be played. Colin alone to Verreau. Verreau is going to opt for the shot, and that's going to stay out, but both Chigueras try to go, but Bouger, Alex Bouger is going to be the one to bury it. Here goes McClellan. McClellan, now they got a bit of work to do to tie it, and he gets the 2 points. They're back within 2. All from Austin McClellan. Quebec looking for an answer. Here comes Jacob Lalone along with Gabriel Chiguer and Jacques Verreau, and Quebec with a nice answer. Back and forth and back and forth. Bit of a teeter-totter of a second quarter we've had so far. McClellan looking for options. He's going to leave it for Logan Alders. Alders is going to get to McClellan in the paint. McClellan just can't get enough paint, but he's going to have enough to try to get it again. It's going to be stripped from him from Gabriel Chiguer, and Chiguer is going to chip it up for Alex Bouger. Here comes Alex Bouger in his beautiful green wheelchair. A nice play to Lalone. Too much pepper on her. Austin McClellan's got all kinds of time, all kinds of speed. Bouger fighting to get back, but McClellan, he had a gift and he wasn't able to put a bow on it. As it still stays at 4 points, and Quebec looking to make that up to 6 as Lalone puts it to Bouger. Bouger's not able to get it to go. Alders is able to strip it for New Brunswick PEI, and he gives it to Gillis, and Gillis comes on the attack. Gillis chips it to McClellan. McClellan, he's rolling in with a shot to Alders. Alders at the chance, and he just can't get there. That's 2 times in a row PEI was right in the paint, and they weren't able to put it away as we're almost at the halfway point in this second quarter. Here's Alex Bouger. He gets pushed out, and he'll go to the line, and Gillis questions the call as he was just fighting for position, but Alex Bouger will get a chance to extend Quebec's lead. We'll take a small break as a timeout here with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And second quarter action is going to get back underway after a timeout. Alex Bouger was fouled just before a timeout was called, so he'll get his 2 shots from the line and looking to up the 4-point lead Quebec currently has over New Brunswick PEI. And the first one will go in. Alex Bouger has been very physical and very dominant, and especially in the paint for Quebec, and he sinks both, so Quebec will go up 24-18 We got about 5 minutes of basketball to be played before we break for halftime. Alders. He runs into Lalone. Lalone for McClellan. McClellan's able to sink it, cutting down the lead on Quebec has built, and they're within 2 for a bit, and I think they're trying to get back and get this thing knotted up. There's Verreau. Verreau tosses it to Gabriel Giguère. Giguère across to Lalone. Lalone circling now. He collides with Gillis. He can't get away. Nice pass of Verreau. Verreau shoots, and it doesn't go, but they fight for the rebounds. It's going to end up on the hands of Logan. Alders gets that swatted away from Alex Bouget, but McClellan's still going to be able to get there, but it's going to get whistled down. Quebec likes to use all their pieces here. Well, the Brunswick PEI seems to have their 5 in place between Alders, Gillis, Robinson, Maskill, and of course their offensive quarterback in Austin McClellan, who's the big key reason why this is such a close game with 4:33 to go in the very exciting second semifinal matchup. Nice dish there by Lalone. He puts Quebec back up by 6. Here comes Logan Alders trying to find something. He dishes it to McClellan, but McClellan just had his head down and wasn't able to get 2 hands on that before he had his head up. So Colin Lalone will send that in for Lionel Tamuki. There's Tamuki, another very strong player Quebec has in their arsenal. Lalone's going to opt for the shot, and he likes to pass, he likes to charge the paint, but if he sees an open shot, Lalone will take it, and he seems to not miss too often. He puts Quebec up by 8, so the Brunswick PEI worked really hard to get this down to a short game. They're going to try again, and McClellan will put it back down to 6. Here comes Tamuki. Tamuki circling, looking for something he likes. He'll try to get to Lalone in the paint, but Lalone, he's able to get a hand on, he's able to get it up and down, and 8-point game yet again for Quebec. Robinson leaves it for Alders. Alders from McClellan. McClellan to Gillis. Gillis to McClellan. McClellan, he doesn't like what he sees for that shot, but he's going to go to Maskill in the paint, and that's swatted away by Alex Bouget. An incredible defensive play by Alex Bouget, number 11 for Quebec. Here comes Tamuki. He has space and time, but he can't get it to go. Verreau to Lalone. Lalone doesn't like what he sees, so he'll try to go to Bouget back in the paint, and it's swatted away. Here comes New Brunswick PEI. Alders circling in. He's looking for something. He goes to Gillis. Gillis back to Alders. Alders can't get a grasp on it. Here comes Lalone, chasing Alders down, and then they'll go over half court, so that'll get whistled down. Lalone to Tamuki, and they'll get the offense rolling with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Well, Tamuki tried to go to Kevin Giguère, but he wasn't paying attention. Lalone's got to get something off. Oh, and he couldn't get it to go. 30-22 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this opening half of the second semifinals bout. Here comes Lalone into Kevin Giguère, and Kevin Giguère gets that baby to fall. Austin McClellan circling for New Brunswick PEI. He's trying to get something. He'll opt for the shot, and will get it to go and sends that lead back down to just 8 points with 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. There's Tamuki. Tamuki, I thought he was going to go for the three, but he'll opt to the lone. Lone, nice shot by the lone. Quebec just seems to have an answer for New Brunswick PEI in this opening half. Here's Gillis. Gillis looking for a long pass. He's going to go. He's going to try to go for it to Alders, and it's picked off by Lionel Tamuki. He'll pitch it to the lone with a bit of space, a bit of time, but he has to circle back and find Tamuki in the paint, and Tamuki can't get it to go up and down, and Alders is going to pick that off and pitch it up for Austin McClellan. McClellan circling in, trying to stay within arm's reach of Quebec's lead. As we 30 seconds now, 5 on the shot clock. Gillis can't get it off. As Vero's gonna pick that up, and Quebec's gonna go back on the attack. Alone has lots of space. He'll likely finish that off, and he will, as Quebec now leads by 12 with 12 seconds to go. McClellan rolls it down for Alders. Pardon me, Gillis. Gillis gives it up for the lone. He's looking for Tamuki, but Tamuki's tied up, so Lone's going to do it himself. He will find Tamuki, though, at the buzzer, and Tamuki can't get it to go, as we'll head into a bit of a break at halftime. Quebec leads 36-24 in the semifinals contest. Winner will face BC in the gold medal game tomorrow at 11, while the loser gets Quebec for bronze. We'll just take a short break. I'm Lee McNeil with Universum at the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships.
Yeah, but before that there was like 15 or whatever. So he just lost track, saying, "Oh shit!" And then yeah, nothing.
I just saw it was too different, and I didn't want the team looking shocked.
Yeah, because the biggest thing is the 8 seconds first of all. But then once they got past here, the perfect scenario would be to shut off the shot. That would be the perfect scenario. But how do you do that? You can't. Right?
Did you go looking for something or somebody? Because for you,
Yeah, so we were just talking about the one that Jesse blew down by accident. I said the perfect situation is we got to leave it off for the 8 seconds. But as soon as he gets to front court, they can technically shut it off because it's less than 4 seconds, right? But yeah, or you let it run because it doesn't matter, right? Because there was 15 seconds left when it started, he said, and then it came on. Well, they did have 15, though. No. But then they were at 8 seconds when they dropped. From the 24. No. And you were gonna just leave it. You were gonna just shut it off at 24. That's okay too. That's okay too. Yes. Yeah.
better like this, otherwise they think they have more time.
Yeah. 24 or off is the best, but holding at 24, then everyone knows that it's under 20. No, it's all good. No, it's all good. You really pay attention, eh? Yeah, you gotta really pay attention.
Not like the clock and the points, you can do something else. The 24, you have to be sharp.
Welcome back in, everybody, for the second half of the Canadian Wheelchair Junior Basketball Championship semifinal matchup between Quebec and New Brunswick PEI. Quebec leads 36-24. They're looking to carry the momentum in at the half. As I said just before the break, the winner will take on BC in the gold medal game at 11 a.m. Atlantic time tomorrow. I think an important message I just heard both coaches say to their teams before we started was have fun. So there seems to be a lot of fun being had in both games, a lot of smiles, and I think all the teams are just happy to be here in order to compete and represent their provinces. Comes even when Logan Alders is looking for it, but even McClellan doesn't have the ball. He's calling the shots of trying to set up some offensive style here. McClellan tries to feed Alders in the paint, and Alders with a nice finish. That's not an easy angle to finish that with. That's going to be Kevin Giguère, I believe, who is going to start the play as everybody gets into place here. think everybody there working out, having a conversation with the coaches and making sure all the pieces are in place to get this game back. Here comes Quebec. Alex Bouget for Kevin Giguère, one of the 4 Giguères on this elite Quebec roster. There's JC, Jean-Charles Giguère, feeds it to Kevin Giguère. Kevin Giguère tries to find Alex Bouget, but that's swatted away by Alex McClellan. McClellan up for Alders, Alders for Gillis, Gillis to McClellan. McClellan had an opening, but the door is shut by Kevin Giguère. Gillis leaves it for McClellan, and McClellan will try to tee something up here. He tries to go to Alders in the paint. Alders from another tough angle. Gets tagged up on the way, and he'll go to the line for, looks like 2, but Ontario, or pardon me, New Brunswick PEI with a bit of work to do as they trail by 12. It was a 2-point game for a little bit in that third quarter, but Quebec flipped the switch and found the new groove as Alders misses the first shot, and you're going to want to make all the shots you can when you know it's going to be a tight game. Alders can't get either in the drop, but JC, Jean-Charles Giguère, on the prowl. He thought he had a path, but he runs into too many bodies on the way. He's going to feed Alex Bouget in the paint, and play's going to get blown down. And here come the subs. Audibert tags out, as well as Kevin Giguère and Lassar. And I believe that was Lassar coming in to take over. There's Jacob Lalone as well coming in, one of the faster, strong players for Team Quebec. Alders, the hard pass to Gillis, but it gets blown down anyway. They seem to like to use the whistles in these first 2 minutes. Here comes Alex Bouget. Alex Bouget leaves it for Colin Lalone. Lalone's going to opt for the shot, and he'll drain it. What a shot by Colin Lalone. He likes that play. He kind of dances around at the top of the line, and then when he gets people to move around, and if he sees a shot, he takes it, and then he gives Quebec a 40-26 lead. But Alders, that took a couple seconds to go in, but they all count for 2 points when they're inside the line, so he'll cut that lead back down to 12 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. JC Giguère tried a bit of a hard pass. Lalone wasn't quite ready, so it's going to change the possession, and here comes Gillis. Gillis launches it to Alders. Alders is going to dribble and look for a little bit of help, and McClellan and Lalone were tied up there, so I believe it's going to be a Quebec ball after McClellan ties him up, as everyone's fighting positioning. Lalone's going to come and get the throw in, so they'll set up Alex Bouget. Lalone and looking for help. He's into the paint. He gives Bouget a pass in tight, and Bouget's able to get it done in tight, and they go up 14 points, 42-28 in the third quarter. The 3-0 New Brunswick PEI squad trying to put their best effort in here. McClellan gets tied up with Lalone. Lalone very quick, trying not to foul. He lets McClellan get untied with his chair. He zips it to Alders. Alders gets it up, and it doesn't go down. But Jacob Malone trying to take advantage of the missed opportunity from the Brunswick PEI. Malone floating in. Whoa, he takes a hard spill, but Austin McClellan pleading his case for the non-foul call. High stakes, folks, as both teams would like to play for that 11 o'clock gold medal game rather than that 9 o'clock bronze game. So we're going to get a couple more subs out of Quebec as Giguère and Grandin tag out and Tamuki and Vero tag in. Vero to Tamuki. Tamuki is going to go for the shot. Just going to kiss the rim and bounce out. And New Brunswick PEI is going to take advantage of the change of possession and look to get a couple more points on the board. Alders leaves it for Gillis. Gillis going to opt for the shot. And it just sticks out. He had the right idea there. Malone with speed. Lots of court in front of him. Vero ties up Alder, so he's going to be all alone. It is now 44 to 28. Here's McClellan. McClellan goes cross town to Gillis in the paint. Gillis tries to get it done and he won't, and Tamuki will head on out. Try to extend the Team Quebec lead. Tamuki goes quietly in the paint. That's going to be a foul on Gillis, I believe. Also, I believe that was not a foul on Gillis, so all clean basketball. Will reset, and the Brunswick PEI wants to get something going and just slip through the fingertips of Logan Alders. The Brunswick PEI giving their star player, Austin McClellan, a bit of a break, so Desiree Isaac Pictou will draw in a little bit and try to fill the hole that McClellan will indeed miss him, but he's going to need a bit of a breather here as he's been on all game, as well as Gillis and timeout for New Brunswick and PEI, so we'll have another little breather here with 4:39 left to go in the third quarter. And we're going to get the third quarter back up and going after a short break. And roll toss then for Tamuki. Tamuki back to Vero, and Rowe look to start some offense there with a wicked pass over to Lone, but he's able to contain it, and he'll give her right back to her, and she'll put that on net, and it won't go. But Tamuki fighting in the paint, and nice job by Isaac Pictou as she's getting gritty in there, but she's going to cough it up to Lionel Tamuki, and Quebec will reset yet again. Vero's going to toss this in and look for some offense with 4:18 in this third quarter. Nice pass by Lone to Tamuki, and it is swatted down. No siree, says Brandon Gillis with a beautiful defensive play there. Lone opt for the shot. Can it fall? No, it won't. Isaac Pictou, she gives it up for Gillis. Gillis launches for Alders, and that's going to get blown down. Okay, we're in a couple more subs in here. I believe that is number 4 for Quebec. That is Charlie Perron. She'll draw in for the first time in the semifinal game, so she'll see a little bit of court time. As I fail to understand why Austin McClellan is not on the court right now. I guess we're giving him a bit of a breather and rethink, because I think he was getting a bit flustered as well with the play, but this is slowly slipping away from New Brunswick PEI as they got a bit of work to do as they trail by 16 points at the 3:30 mark in the third quarter. Nice play by Gillis to Alders. Can Alders get it to go? And he won't. Alone. Going back the other way. All kinds of speed. Look at him go. Dribbling away, and he glides around, doesn't like this. He launches it to Vero, and Vero's got all kinds of time to line that up and put the ball on its home. 46-28. Quebec leads over New Brunswick PEI. Quebec looking to hand New Brunswick PEI their first loss of the tournament as they were perfect in round robin play. Quebec lost one game only, and that was to the undefeated BC, who they'll be looking to meet in the gold medal game tomorrow morning. Immediately following the gold medal game tomorrow at 12:30 Atlantic time will be the medal ceremony, and by the looks of it, I think the bronze medal game at 9 will have their medal ceremony. We following the gold medal game, so gold, bronze, and silver all be handed out in that post-gold medal game ceremony at 12:30, so we'll probably have everything wrapped up at the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships early tomorrow afternoon. Get everybody home in time for supper. A beautiful Sunday dinner. Can't miss those, so one team will have a gold medal around their necks, and they'll be out to celebrate, I'm sure. Not a whole lot open on PEI past 5, 6 o'clock, though, when if you're looking to celebrate. McClellan back on the court. He got a bit of a breather, shot of water, whatever he needed to do, and he'll reset and look to start building the comeback for New Brunswick PEI, and that's a good start there as they scratch the surface of 30 points. J.C. Giguère, Jean-Charles Giguère, looks for help, sends it over to Lionel Tamuki. Tamuki into the paint for Perron. Perron can't get that to go, but here's Brandon Gillis. Gillis with some nice speed, nice ball handling, so he'll go over to Logan Alders. Alders looking for McClellan. McClellan looking for some friends in the paint. He'll find Mass Gill, but Tamuki will swat that away. So New Brunswick PEI will get another stab at some offense here. Alders to McClellan. McClellan runs into Tamuki, but he's able to try to get the shot off before the shot clock expires. So Quebec will get possession now and head back on the prowl with just under 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. So New Brunswick PEI clock is ticking on their chance at the gold medal game as Verreau comes speeding in. She feeds Tamuki. Tamuki gives her right back to her, and she'll opt for the shot as Gillis gets up in her grill, and she's able to get it off. McClellan for Alders. Alders leaves it for McClellan. McClellan to Gillis. Gillis looking for some options. He's pretty quick around on the chair. He's got 7 seconds to shoot. He's going to opt for the shot, and he can't get it to go. Here's J.C. Giguère. He comes breaking in with some speed. Almost runs into Verreau. He's going to opt for the pass to Perreault, and Perreault's not able to get a grasp on that. And it's going to be New Brunswick PEI with exactly 30 seconds left to go. 16 points is what New Brunswick PEI need to make up in this last 30 seconds, but they'll have another quarter to do so as well. But tough against a solid depth team like Quebec, where everybody chips in. Well, New Brunswick PEI seems to like to use their three, and Alders, Alders, Gillis, and McClellan, but Maskell's there a little bit too, as well as Ben Robinson, so they've been there. They're just, I think those three know where each other are, so they like to use each other and to their advantage as we break for the fourth and final quarter. We're going to take a quick breather here, but fourth and final quarter coming up in our final semifinal matchup of the weekend. Looks like we're going to get the fourth and final quarter up and going here. New Brunswick PEI with some work to do, but it is doable. 16 points to make up, and they have 10 minutes to do so as the clock starts to count down. So McClellan tries to find Alders, and he's not able to finish it off, and here comes Kevin Giguère. Kevin Giguère feeds it for J.C. Giguère, pardon me, that is alone. Setting up, he pitches it to Kevin Giguère. He's able to tuck it home. McNellan setting up for the Brunswick PEI, excuse me. Malone tries to keep it, and he just couldn't get there in the nick of time, so 9 minutes and 4 seconds still to go in this fourth and final quarter, and a nice shot by Austin McClellan. He gets PEI back to within 16, but I think if they can't get something going in the next minute or two here, it's going to slowly fade away from them as Varro chips it to Jaguar, and he's able to put it away. McClellan looking for help. He's going to opt to shoot it himself, and Alders can't get enough good positioning to get the rebound, so Colin Lowen will take advantage of that, and he's going to have a lot of open court, so he'll have the speed to do so, and he'll get fouled on the way, and looks like he will head to the line, I believe, after collision with Maskill. Nothing but net on his first of 2 free throws for Colin Malone. Makes 2, nothing but net on both. He's practiced that before in his driveway a couple times. Austin McClellan looking for the answer as PEI New Brunswick now trail by 20. This is slowly fading away as their chances weaken as by every second that goes by as they're not able to get offense going on a very strong and deep Quebec team. I mean, look at that. Kevin Jaguar with all kinds of speed. Gillis runs into Jaguar. Ooh, McClellan with a nice speedy chances. He runs into Lalone. Lalone with it now. He's making his way downtown. He's going to go into the paint and get it done. I believe it's getting waved off. Coach of Quebec doesn't like that getting waved off. McClellan, Alders, Gillis. A nice trio of talent. Just trying to see what they can do to tie this thing. And they have a lot of work to do in 7 minutes. I think it's slowly fading away as Varro and company extend the lead even more. Quebec very hungry to get a rematch with British Columbia in the gold medal game. New Brunswick PEI would have a shot at a bronze medal though, as they would face Alberta. They'll get a rematch with Alberta as New Brunswick PEI picked up the win over them, and that was a very exciting game. New Brunswick PEI won that by 13, so one of the more closer games that was in this tournament. So our 2 closest games in the round robin play, well, looks like we'll get rematches of them in the medal count. So fortunately, one of the 4 teams you've watched in the semifinals will not go home with a medal, as there's 6 minutes and 13 seconds left in the 4th and final quarter. We're going to get a couple subs in here for Quebec. Looks like Audibert and JC Jaguar will sub in. Nice first bucket for Kevin Jaguar. And he will make the second. Quebec starting to pull away with this one as they now lead by 22 points. McClellan feeds it for Alders in the paint. Alders can't get that to go. See, you got to make shots like that in a semifinals game, especially against a strong team like Quebec. But I think Quebec's depth is wearing a little bit thin on New Brunswick PEI. I mean, I think every player on that sitting on the Quebec bench has seemed to gotten a decent amount of court time today. Well, the same cannot be said for New Brunswick PEI, and McClellan's gonna, looks like he's gonna take a bit of a breather, and Mara Duncan will, pardon me, not Mara Duncan, Desiree Isaac Pictou will sub in. Mara Duncan's there in the pink shoes, a 11-year-old. 2011 birthday, she'll sub in and maybe get some court time, but looks like they're set on their 5 New Brunswick PEIs. I think their chances at getting that gold medal game are dwindling, but they can still look forward to bronze medal tomorrow at 9 a.m. Bronze medal will be at 9 a.m. Atlantic, gold medal 11 a.m. Atlantic time. Ben Robinson also going to have a little bit of time on the bench and give Gordon Day a shot to prove himself. There's Jaguars setting up Kevin in the paint. He's able to get it to go. And Quebec further taking hold of this game. Alders in the paint, leaves it back for Gillis. Gillis looking for a little bit of help. He can't find it. He'll opt for the shot, and it won't go. That's Kevin Jaguar. Tries to go for a pass, and it's swatted away, so we're going to get a couple more subs in preparation for Quebec because they've been rolling with all their players. I believe the 13 players, so they've been rolling with all of them. So there's Alders. He's trying to set up. Isaac Pictou with it now. Just trying to see what they're doing here. So a couple bodies gonna, is everybody gonna come out? I believe so. We're gonna the old 5-for-5 switcheroo here. It's all fresh bodies come on to the court for Quebec. They have the numbers, you can do that, and they seem to be a well-balanced team, so probably part of the reason why they're leading this game and just 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from punching their ticket to the final tomorrow morning. Here's Gillis. Gillis will shoot, and it won't go, and that's going to be Malone picking up the rebound, and he's off to the races with a couple blue jerseys with him. Malone leaves it for Perron. Perron can't get it to go. Tamuki's going to give a whirl at it. He's going to opt for the pass back to Lone. Lone will reset with 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Can he get it off in time? He will, but it will not find its way in the bucket. Here comes Alders. Alders circling, looking for some sort of help, and he touches up with Lionel Tamuki. Alone for Lassar. Lassar is going to opt for the shot, and he almost gets it to go. Tabuki to Lalone. Lalone to Lassar. Lassar is going to go for the shot again. This time he gets it in. Gets a little bit of energy pumping through the couple of parents that made the way here from Quebec. Not too bad of a drive, so I'm sure if your child or loved one's playing here, a few Quebec parents were able to make it out, but if not, yeah, we have a beautiful live stream on the beautiful Universum YouTube channel where you can check out all the action this weekend on court day. Here's Lalone. He gets stopped in his tracks. He sends it way over to Lionel. Tamuki tries to give it to Perron in the paint, but she's not able to get a hold down on it as Isaac Pictou heads this way with New Brunswick and PEI troops to follow behind her. She runs into Lalone, and he'll pop that up and out of bounds, and we'll get a reset here. Brandon Gillis tosses it in. Gillis to Alders. Alders goes up and in, and New Brunswick PEI finds themselves on the board yet again, but they still got 24-point deficit. So tomorrow in the bronze medal game, it'll be New Brunswick and PEI taking on Alberta at 9 a.m. And then we'll have the 11 a.m. gold medal game between Quebec and BC. BC won that game. Earlier on, they knocked off Quebec 48-41. That was yesterday night, which is a fantastic game. So Quebec will be up for a hefty rematch against the BC gang, which are very strong. They got a lot of depth as well. So we'll see two full rosters of talent go head-to-head in tomorrow's gold medal game. So the PEI and New Brunswick will look forward to a rematch with Alberta. They knocked off Alberta in their round-robin play. So two good games on the slate for tomorrow, and that'll wrap up this tournament. Just 2 games tomorrow. We had 5 on our live stream today, so we're going to get to bed no issues tonight. I did all 5 of those games, and a couple gentlemen standing around me did all 5 as well. So we've been here since 8:30 this morning, and we'll leave at about 7:30 this afternoon. So a long day of work ahead of us. So a long day for these tremendous athletes on the court. But nice shot there by Alders to pad a couple more stats in for the Brunswick PEI as we are now in the final minute of semifinal action. Next time we come live to you, it'll be some medal play. Who doesn't love a bronze medal game? I mean, it's still going to be a good game. I mean, I always find, this is just a personal thing, I think a bronze medal, I think is, by the way these tournaments are up, are almost like there's more of a bite to play for them, because if you go home with silver, that silver medal just sits in your trophy case to remind you the gold is right there. But if you have the bronze, it's almost, you can sleep better at night. But that's just a personal thing. Some people like a shiny silver medal, but nothing wrong with bronze. So a lot of good provinces being represented here. So a bronze medal and up is certainly something to look forward to. There's a low, and he'll go for Tamuki for Perron. Perron, she'll try to get it up and down, and she won't with 20 seconds left to go. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for such a long day of great basketball. We'll check in tomorrow for some championship actions. Looks like Quebec's going to hold out for the 60-39 victory, and Alders tried for it, but what a great effort from the Brunswick PEI. They'll try to bring home a bronze medal in front of their home crowd, while Quebec will hit the showers and get set for the gold medal game tomorrow. This has been the semifinal play for the Canadian Junior Wheelchair Basketball Championships. I'm Lee McDeely along with Universal Media, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.